Top 3 best low potassium nuts for kidney patients. Everyone talks about what kidney patients can't eat. But what if I told you there are actually some nuts, yes, nuts, that are not only safe but genuinely good for your kidneys? And if you're tired of boring, restrictive kidney diets, hit that like button, because today's video might just bring your snacks back to life. See, when you're living with chronic kidney disease, even something as small as a handful of nuts can feel risky. Too much potassium, too much phosphorus, too many rules. And the worst part? Most people aren't even told which nuts are okay. They just hear, avoid all of them. That's not just confusing, it's unfair. So today, I'm going to break that confusion down for you. I'll show you the top 3 low-potassium nuts that most kidney patients can enjoy. Nuts that won't spike your potassium, that taste amazing, and that even support your heart and energy levels. And if you stick around till the end, I've got a bonus tip that has nothing to do with food, but can make a real difference to your kidney performance, naturally. So if you're ready to take back control and eat with confidence again, go ahead and hit subscribe. And let me know in the comments if any of these nuts are already part of your routine. 1. Macadamia nuts. You've probably heard that nuts are off limits if you have kidney issues, but what if I told you there's one nut that's not only safe, it's actually great for your kidneys? In this video, we're spotlighting macadamia nuts, the creamy, crunchy, buttery snack that might just be your new kidney-friendly best friend. If you or someone you love is living with kidney disease, you know how exhausting it can be to monitor every bite, especially when it comes to potassium. Too much potassium can cause serious issues, heart rhythm problems, muscle cramps, even dangerous fatigue. And because weak kidneys can't flush out potassium properly, even healthy foods can turn risky fast. Here's where macadamia nuts quietly shine. These nuts only contain around 104 milligrams of potassium per ounce. That's incredibly low compared to other popular nuts like almonds or cashews. That means you can enjoy a satisfying, crunchy snack without constantly worrying about potassium overload. But that's just the beginning. 1 ounce of macadamias contains about 17 grams of monounsaturated fats, the kind of healthy fats that raise your good cholesterol and lower the bad. That's important because heart health and kidney health are closely connected. Supporting one supports the other. Macadamias also offer key nutrients like thiamine or vitamin B1, which helps your body convert food into energy. That's a big deal, especially if you often feel tired or drained, something many kidney patients face daily. On top of that, they contain manganese, a mineral that helps reduce inflammation and supports bone health. And if you're living with kidney disease, you already know how damaging chronic inflammation can be. And then there are the antioxidants. Macadamias are full of them, and antioxidants play a critical role in protecting your cells from oxidative stress. That's especially important for your kidneys. Some studies from the National Institute of Health have even linked higher antioxidant intake to slower kidney disease progression. But before you go reaching for a big handful, remember this: macadamia nuts are calorie-dense. Just 10 to 12 nuts can have around 200 calories. If you're not careful, it's easy to eat more than you planned, and that can lead to unwanted weight gain, another stressor on your kidneys. That's why moderation is key. 5 to 6 nuts per day is a great target. What makes them even more kidney-friendly is their low phosphorus content, less than 50 milligrams per ounce. High phosphorus levels can lead to bone loss and blood vessel damage, which are big concerns in chronic kidney disease. Since many other nuts are packed with phosphorus, macadamias are a safer, smarter option. Want a simple way to enjoy them? Here's a quick recipe. Mix 1/4 cup of crushed macadamia nuts with a tablespoon of chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of rolled oats, 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, and a tablespoon of no-salt almond butter. Roll the mixture into little balls, chill them for 30 minutes, and you've got yourself a healthy, kidney-safe snack you can grab anytime. When you shop for macadamia nuts, be careful. Look for ones without added salt, sugar, or flavor coatings like honey roasted or chocolate-covered versions. They might taste good, but they're not kidney-friendly. Also check for preservatives like potassium chloride or potassium sorbate. These can sneak in and add up quickly. And just because a product says organic doesn't mean it's safe for your kidneys. Always read the label. So here's the bottom line. Macadamia nuts are one of the best nut options for people with kidney disease. They're low in potassium and phosphorus, full of healthy fats and antioxidants, and they taste amazing. Just keep your portions small and stay mindful of added ingredients. Your body and your kidneys will thank you. If you're finding this helpful so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss future tips. And if you've got any questions or just want to share your own experience with kidney-friendly snacks, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. 2. Pecans. Pecans might seem like an indulgent treat, but they can actually be a smart, kidney-friendly choice when enjoyed in moderation. If you've been searching for snacks that feel both satisfying and safe, pecans might check all the boxes. With about 116 milligrams of potassium per ounce, they stay well within the safe range for most people with kidney disease. They're slightly higher than macadamia nuts, but still low enough to be part of a balanced renal diet. Pecans also contain around 78 milligrams of phosphorus per ounce, making them a manageable option for those monitoring their phosphorus intake as well. That means you don't have to give up flavor or texture. Pecans let you enjoy both without putting unnecessary pressure on your kidneys. What makes pecans really shine is their fiber content. 1 ounce provides nearly 2.7 grams of dietary fiber. That's a big deal, especially if you're also dealing with diabetes or blood sugar issues. Fiber helps slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, which supports stable energy and reduces the strain on your kidneys. It also helps improve insulin sensitivity, which makes your body more efficient at using glucose. For kidney patients, these small improvements can have a big impact over time. Pecans also contain plant sterols, natural compounds that help lower cholesterol by blocking its absorption in your digestive tract. That's good news for your heart, and since heart health and kidney health are deeply connected, it's a win on both fronts. Better cholesterol control can mean healthier blood vessels, more consistent circulation, and better oxygen flow to all your vital organs, including your kidneys. In terms of minerals, pecans offer zinc and magnesium, both of which are especially valuable for people with kidney concerns. Zinc helps support your immune system, which is often weaker in people with chronic kidney disease. It also plays a role in wound healing, which is important if you have circulation issues or diabetes. Magnesium supports muscle and nerve function, energy production, and blood pressure regulation. Some studies have even linked magnesium intake to slower progression of kidney disease, which makes this a mineral worth paying attention to. Pecans are also naturally low in acid. That's helpful for people trying to manage metabolic acidosis, a condition where too much acid builds up in the body and puts extra strain on the kidneys. By choosing low-acid foods like pecans, you can support a more balanced internal environment that reduces that stress. Now, just like any calorie-dense food, portion control is key. 4 to 5 pecan halves a day is usually enough to give you the benefits without going overboard on fat or calories. Try adding them to plain oatmeal, mixing into yogurt, or topping a kidney-friendly muffin. The texture and flavor go a long way with just a few pieces. When buying pecans, choose raw or dry roasted options without added salt or sugar. Avoid honey-glazed, candied, or mixed nut packs that often include high potassium nuts like almonds or pistachios. Always read labels carefully. Even small amounts of added ingredients can work against your kidney goals. So yes, pecans are more than just a tasty snack. They offer fiber, heart protection, essential minerals, and blood sugar support, all in a soft, buttery bite. When enjoyed in moderation, they can be a delicious and smart addition to your kidney-friendly lifestyle. 3. Pine nuts. You might think pine nuts are too small to make a difference, but don't let their size fool you. When used the right way, these tiny nuts can bring surprising benefits to people living with kidney disease. Pine nuts have a naturally rich, buttery flavor, and while they do contain more potassium than some other nuts, the secret lies in the portion. 1 ounce has about 169 milligrams of potassium, which might sound high. But here's the thing, no one eats a full ounce of pine nuts in one sitting. Just a teaspoon, around 50 to 60 pine nuts, is enough to add flavor without pushing your potassium too far. When used in small amounts, once or twice a week, they can easily fit into a kidney-safe diet. What sets pine nuts apart is something called pinolenic acid. This rare fatty acid helps reduce appetite and supports better fat metabolism. For kidney patients, that matters. Managing weight and inflammation becomes harder when your kidneys aren't functioning at their best. Adding a few pine nuts here and there may help support those goals in a gentle, natural way. They're also a source of plant-based protein, about 4 grams per tablespoon. Compared to animal protein, this is easier on the kidneys and lower in phosphorus, which is crucial when trying to avoid further kidney strain. It helps maintain muscle mass and repair tissues without the downsides that often come with meat-heavy diets. Pine nuts also contain non-heme iron, the type of iron found in plant-based foods. It's not absorbed as easily as iron from meat, but it still plays a key role in red blood cell production. That's important, especially for people with chronic kidney disease who often deal with anemia. Adding small amounts of iron-rich foods can help support energy and reduce fatigue. And let's not forget vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your cells from stress and damage. Your kidneys are working around the clock to keep your blood clean and your body in balance. A little extra antioxidant support from foods like pine nuts can go a long way, especially for your heart and blood vessels. The best part? You don't need a lot. Just 1 tablespoon can add a rich, nutty boost to salads, roasted vegetables, or kidney-friendly grain bowls. You can even make your own pesto. Just swap out the Parmesan cheese for lemon juice or a sprinkle of nutritional yeast to keep it kidney safe. Blend pine nuts with basil, garlic, olive oil, and you've got a delicious topping for zucchini noodles or grilled eggplant. A few quick tips. Always buy raw, unsalted pine nuts with no added flavorings. Store them in the fridge or freezer. They spoil quickly because of their high oil content. And be aware of a rare side effect called pine mouth, a harmless but strange metallic aftertaste that can show up a day or two after eating. It's uncommon and goes away on its own, but good to know. If you are suspicious of any noticeable aftertaste in your mouth, don't ignore it. Also, remember pine nuts are tree nuts. If you have a nut allergy, steer clear. But for everyone else, they're a small but powerful way to add crunch, flavor, and nutritional value without putting your kidneys at risk. It's not about chasing perfection, it's about making small, smart choices. And sometimes, something as tiny as a pine nut can make a big difference in how you feel. So there you have it, 3 amazing nuts that are not only safe for your kidneys, but actually help your body in more ways than you might expect. Whether it's the buttery richness of macadamias, the soft crunch and fiber of pecans, or the unique nutrients packed into tiny pine nuts, these little foods can bring joy back to your plate without putting your health at risk. I know how hard it can be to constantly watch what you eat, to feel limited or scared to enjoy something as simple as a snack. But the truth is, you still have options. You just need the right guidance, and that's exactly why I make these videos. I hope this helped you feel a little more confident and a little more hopeful today. You deserve that. And if it did help you, chances are it'll help someone else too. Maybe a friend, a family member, or someone newly diagnosed and feeling lost. So feel free to share this with someone who needs it. And if you're ready to keep learning how to take care of your kidneys without giving up the joy of food, I've got more videos waiting for you, like the one on kidney-safe drinks that actually help cleanse and protect your kidneys. Go watch that next. And don't forget to subscribe if this helped even a little.